Hello and welcome to Nationwide. I am Dennis Adegunloye. Thanks for joining us. We'll begin on legislative matters. The House of Representatives has decried the increasing rate of tertiary institutions that are yet to access the interventions of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, with a call on TET Fund to bridge the gap. This was during an oversight visit by the lawmakers to the management and staff of TET Fund in Abuja. National Assembly correspondent Tertiary reports.
This visit by members of the House Committee on Tertiary Education Trust Fund is an oversight function to ascertain judicious use of TET Fund interventions in beneficiary tertiary institutions as approved by the President and the Enabling Act of Parliament. A presentation of TET Fund interventions and budget performance from 2020 to 2023 sets the ball rolling for questions requiring explanations.
Committee frowns at the high rate of unassessed intervention by beneficiary institutions. It is not in the interest of Nigeria. It is not in the interest of the tertiary institutions.
It's a very painful thing for us, especially given the inflationary trend. 1 billion 2 years ago is almost like 500 today or less. We have been appealing, we have been encouraging, and we have also been threatening. In the past, there used to be some punitive measures, which actually, even though it was meant to solve the problem, contributed to the problem.
Exactly.
But we have removed that now.
The committee acknowledges a remarkable rise in education tax collection from 257 billion naira in 2020 to 725 billion naira in 2023. But calls out companies evading the tax.
A situation where conglomerates, nice-looking corporations and companies pretend who look good before the public now declare losses, all in the name to evade taxes, is highly condemnable.
Between 2020 to 2024, about 1.4 trillion naira was disbursed by TET Fund to beneficiary tertiary institutions for provision of critical infrastructure for teaching and learning. In Abuja, Tertiary, NTA News.
Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, has asked all critical stakeholders to work towards a comprehensive strategy that will ensure successful implementation of the national policy on skill development in Nigeria. The minister made the call at a two-day national policy on skills development meeting in Abuja. In his view, let everybody match words with actions. That time for talk is over, but implementation is of utmost importance in achieving the goals.
Timelines, we don't have the time. So at least for the next 3 years, we will have time to monitor implementation and work together with stakeholders on the challenges that will be emerging as we implement this key major national policy.
By focusing on a comprehensive approach to skill development, we can ensure that all children, regardless of their circumstances, have an opportunity to reach their full potential and contribute meaningfully to the societal development.
The initiative encompasses fundamental transferable digital and job-specific skills to be instilled to pupils from pre-primary to secondary school children, as well as out-of-school children. It's now about a week after the reversal of Kano State to a single emirate, following the repeal of the earlier law that unbundled the state into 5 emirates, which consequently removed all the emirs from their thrones. Aminu Umar reports that the one thing that attracts most attention is that of the Kano Emirate Council.
The law that established the 5 emirates of Gaya, Rano, Karai, Bichi and Kano was repealed by the State House of Assembly, and this eventually reversed the state to a single emirate and all the emirs removed. In Kano Emirate, removal of the emir came with some challenges, looking at the nature of the city and the personalities involved. However, citizens in the state decide to continue with their daily activities as business people, despite the perceived threats it poses. This is why stakeholders in the city are commending the citizens while urging them to continue on the path of peace.
People should realize that if they disturb the peace, then whatever little they are enjoying now in terms of freedom of movement and in terms of going about looking for sustenance will definitely be negatively affected.
One, since the court has intervened, there is need for both sides to abide by the court ruling.
On its part, Kano State government has banned any kind of protest to prevent the breakdown of law and order. In Kano, Aminu Umar, NTA News.
Well, Aminu Umar is standing by at Gidam Murtala in Kano Metropolis with an update on the situation. Hello, Aminu. Just give us a feel of how things have played out in the past week or so.
Okay, thank you. We are right in Kano, not really at Gidam Murtala, but on the state road, close to the state secretariat. And this is a critical road in Kano that link the main city and other parts of Kano state. As you can see from the background, the people in the state are going about their normal activities. And luckily for us also, nature has intervened because 2 days ago we experienced the first rainfall in Kano State. This is to tell you that the weather itself is improving, and the people of Kano State today have enjoyed the weather and observed their Friday prayer. They observed their Friday prayer in their various mosques, which has happened peacefully without any hindrance. And with me is the State Commissioner of Police, Muhammad Husseini Gumal, who is here to shed more light on the situation right here in the ancient city of Kano. CP, can you tell us your assessment of what is going on right in Kano?
Thank you very much. Good evening, Nigerians. Kano State, like you can see from the background, is very, very peaceful. It is now after 4 o'clock. Friday prayers have been observed peacefully in the 2 major mosques that people were apprehensive about before the commencement of the Jumu'at prayer. But if you could remember, at the beginning, we have released a sort of bulletin which we assured members of the public that protection of life or property of every citizen, every person living in Kano is our priority. And this has been accomplished. The prayer has been conducted in both Nasarawa as well as Central Mosque, where at Nasarawa, the Imam led prayers in the presence of the Emir Aminu Ado Bahero, while in the other side, the Central Mosque, Emir Sanusi Lamid Sanusi led the prayer session with attendance of so many people.
So, sir, what is the general assessment regarding the peace in the city and maybe other places in Kano?
Of course, Kano has remained peaceful and everyone is really enjoying his normal activity. Like you can observe, after the Friday prayers, people have resumed to their normal life activities. Those going to the bank, they are in the bank. Those going to school, they are in the school. Or those going to market, hospitals, every activity is at its highest peak. So for now, I am informing everyone to know that Kano remains peaceful. This, I cannot conclude this remark without praising members of the public from Kano for cooperating with the police, for keeping the peace. Because keeping the peace is not a matter for the police alone, but the community. It is a symbiotic relationship. The community have to come and support the police to ensure that there is peace. And we are working toward this endeavor all the time. Thank you very much.
So that has been the Commissioner of Police, Kano State. And this is to add also that, Kano State is a commercial city, and people in Kano, naturally, they don't like anything that will stop them from going to the market.
Okay, Aminu, many thanks for that update, and it's certainly good to hear that relative peace has been maintained over there. Thank you very much. Now, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, says it has recovered more than 150 billion naira and secured more than 3,000 convictions from May last year to date. Secretary of the Commission, Mohammed Hamanjuda, who disclosed this, says in spite of the achievements, the best way of combating corruption is to prevent it from happening. To put this perception of prevention into practice, the phrase "catch them young" came into play when the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission inaugurated its Zero Tolerance Club at the University of Abuja.
As students and potential leaders of this great nation, you need to have deeper insight into the havoc being wreaked on our nation by the monster of corruption.
Today, as this is being launched, must be a mark for total departure, complete determination as a young person of Nigeria to break away from that circle of corruption.
My function here now is to make sure that students of the University of Abuja sees all that brighter opportunities outside cybercrime.
We are going to fight against corruption. We'll start from our neighboring community, which is our school.
The program was organized to nip corruption in the bud from the grassroots and the inculcation of moral values into the young minds to help transform the country into a beacon of integrity and excellence. Now, the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, has taken the campaign against sexual and gender-based violence to the Kwali Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory. Amina Babasuleman reports that the aim was to discuss roles of all community stakeholders towards eradicating the scourge.
Concerned recently over frequent cases of sexual and gender-based violence in the Federal Capital Territory. Most of the cases were recorded in the suburb areas of the Federal Capital. This therefore brought about awareness campaign to this community in Kwali. Professor Fatima Wazira Azi, the Director General of NAPTIP, said dialogue becomes paramount to create a supportive environment where victims feel safe to report cases of sexual and gender-based violence.
Have to do with a collaboration with all stakeholders, which means everyone present in this hall, and that also means that we are all partners in this fight. So this is not a fight that only government can do it. No, everybody in this hall is instrumental in ensuring that victims are protected.
In year 2015, the National Assembly enacted the Violence Against Person Prohibition Act, mandating NAPTIP to appoint protection officers in the 6th Area Council in the FCT to assist the court, police and service providers in the fight against gender violence. NAPTIP has therefore deployed 12 protection officers to the 6th Area Council.
The issue of rapes, we should take it serious in our communities because it damages our young girls that are the leaders of tomorrow.
Even though we have our challenges, more especially I will open it today, the chiefs and the parents, I will blame them in respect of these issues, more especially rape of a young child.
Some concerns raised during the dialogue were issues of community and family interferences, protecting the offender and witness intimidation to withdraw the charges. Amina Babasuleman, NTA News.
Let's head to Rivers State now, where the Ring Road project, initiated by Governor Siminalayi Fubara, is progressing steadily and is already making a significant impact on traffic control. Residents of Port Harcourt are excited, anticipating the numerous benefits the project, when completed, will bring. Gabriela Munike, who spoke with some of the residents, now brings us details.
The construction of the Ring Road, which commenced last year, is nearing completion. A visit to several sites revealed that the work is about 50% completed, with some sections almost done. The road will connect 6 local government areas within the state. Despite the traffic congestion and other inconveniences caused by the construction, residents remain optimistic that the long-term benefit of the project will outweigh the current challenges.
This ring road, especially by Rumosi flyover here, will be of economic value to the people around the vicinity. Not only around the vicinity, for the people of Rivers State and South in general.
We want to appreciate the government for the project, but our concern as residents is about the safety of the people using the road. You can see that only one policewoman has been here for the past 1 month. And then the government needs to deploy more police officers here so they can regulate the traffic inflow.
There's always traffic whenever I'm going to school, unless I stay till 9 p.m. before the road clears off. But now, apart from the traffic you're seeing now is just because of the construction. But I know that when they are done finally, everywhere will be smooth. The road will go very easy.
Some stakeholders assert that the road will soon become a vital artery for the local economy, boosting trade, commerce, and access to essential services.
The impact of a project of this magnitude cannot be overemphasized, because one thing with road construction is it opens up a closed area.
When this work is finished, no more goes again. They bring also development.
In Port Harcourt, Gabriel Amunike, NTA News.
And Robinson Deratide is standing by at the Rumosi by East or West Road, Port Harcourt, to give us more insight into this road project. Hello, Robinson. Just tell us more about the ongoing project over there.
The Port Harcourt Ring Road is a major and massive infrastructure of this present government in Rivers State. It is about 50.15 kilometer road connecting 6 local government areas of the state. Ikwere local government, Obiakpa local government, Eche, Eleme, and also Eleme local government. 6 of the local governments will be connected together, and the project has about 6 flyovers and 1 river crossing bridge. The project is so massive that people believe that this will be an opportunity for the state to be interconnected and also open up the state for economic growth and social integration. You know, before now, there has been this argument that Port Harcourt or Rivers State is a one-city syndrome. So with this road now, it is believed that the state will be opened up and other parts of the state will be urbanized. And secondly, the issue of transportation and traffic in the Port Harcourt city will be reduced drastically, because it will help to decongest the traffic within the city in Port Harcourt. So the people are happy that this project is coming up at a time like this, after several attempts from the 70s till date. And the project is costing about 195 billion naira. The governor has assured Rivers people that the total money will be paid, because presently over 70% of the sum total has been paid to the contractor Julius Berger. And presently about 2 bridges within the metropolis is at a very significant level. You can see one of the bridges here in Rumosi in Port Harcourt. Work is still ongoing, and very soon they may likely finish this. And another one too is at this same level. So it is expected that the project will be completed in due time, which is 3 years' time, in 2025.
All right, Robinson, many thanks for giving us that update. Before I let you go, just give us a general idea of what residents have been saying about the pros and the cons of this project. From the reports from Gabriel, we heard that some are concerned about the opening up of the area and the potential hazards that might be in play there currently. What can you tell us?
Basically, you know that when a project like this comes up, it will open up the place for economic growth. It is believed that beyond the manual labor or labor employment that the job has already provided, it will also help to create more jobs in the state and also give access to develop other areas. There will be economic growth within the metropolis. A lot of people go to the rural areas to buy goods to bring to Port Harcourt to sell, and transportation has been an issue. So this will be an opportunity to do that. Another significant aspect of this project is that it's going to also enhance growth within the upland and riverine areas, because a particular local government in the projects in the riverine is Ogubulu, and Ogubulu itself is also linked with Okrika local government. So this will create a kind of economic relationship between the upland dwellers and the riverine dwellers.
Right, Robinson, many thanks for that overview. Many thanks. Thank you. All right, let's get to some other news. As Nigeria celebrates 25 years of uninterrupted democracy, the African Democratic Congress, ADC, says it will continue to be an active player towards deepening democracy in the country and meeting the expectations of Nigerians. At a leadership retreat for its executive committee members in Abuja, the party says its plan is to build a frontline political party in the nation. And with the theme, What Nigerian Voters Want, the national chairman of the party, Ralph Oke Nwosu, says the retreat is designed to review the 2023 election and chart a way forward in enhancing the electoral process.
The signal of mindful alliance of the heart and head, the leadership to transform the nation, dignify our continent, and leverage our common humanity, and assure a more robust and respectful bilateral, multilateral relationship across the globe. Yes, we can.
So everything that we are doing now is to prepare the party, reject the party, reposition the party towards the election, on the election, and then the National Convention, where most of the things that will be decided today will be ratified.
To the Chairman, Board of Trustees, Dr. Mani Ibrahim Ahmad, the retreat is part of a series of programs aimed at building a strong institution of the party with the capacity to provide political leadership for the country. All right, our first stop is at the Port Harcourt Network Centre, where Doris is standing by. Hello, Doris, it's over to you.
Welcome to Port Harcourt. The first phase of the ultra-modern city in Port Harcourt metropolis has been inaugurated. Rivers State Governor Similaye Fubara inaugurated the project and flag off the second phase. He says the intervention is to encourage investors into Rivers State to gainfully engage the youth and develop the state economy. Usinachi Samuel reports.
For 30 years, electrical and electronics dealers in Port Harcourt were without a suitable and standard market. The dream has come to reality with the completion of the phase 1 of the market to offer a more conducive environment for their business.
This great milestone will unlock new possibilities, opportunities for expansion, and further enhance economic activities. Also, will decongest Port Harcourt City.
Governor Fubara commends the investor for taking advantage of the business-friendly environment to invest in Rivers State.
Coming here is to tell other investors that if you want to do business in our state, we will give you the enabling
environment.
The company's chief executive, Barrister Emmanuel, says the business city will generate employment and create wealth for the youth.
We've done something appreciable, and I think to some extent the governor appreciates what we have done and decided that the state will identify with it.
I want to appreciate the governor and those who initiated this wonderful project, and we know that it's going to reduce a lot of unemployment and also reduce a lot of crime in our society.
The city is designed to house 1,720 lock-up shops. The business area will also house a modern car park, trailer park, supermarket, clinic, police station, and warehouses, to mention a few. In Port Harcourt, Osinachi Samuel, NTA News.
To health now, the warning that smokers are liable to die young is always ambiguously written on the packs of most cigarettes, but adhering to this message is still a hard nut to crack, especially in this climate. On the occasion of this year's World No Tobacco Day, the World Health Organization is reminding the globe that tobacco smoking not only negatively affects the health, but also take a toll on the economy and the environment. Chidebere Onya reports that the commemoration is themed Preventing Children from Tobacco Industry Interference.
No Tobacco Day, observed annually on May 31, is a global initiative led by the World Health Organization to raise awareness about the harmful effects of tobacco and advocate effective policies to reduce its consumption. Recent reports by WHO states that tobacco-related ailments such as cancer, diabetes, heart disease, stroke kill about 8 million people each year around the world, and 1.2 million out of the figure have lost their lives from exposure to secondhand smoke.
Tobacco smoking has effect in all parts of the body. It reduces the tube, what we call the trachea, the respiratory tract. It even causes what's called lung cancer. It also have so much effect on the cardiovascular.
People should note that is dangerous to the health of you, the smoker, and you are also endangering the lives of those that are around you.
While the campaign has met stiff opposition, especially from tobacco manufacturing companies, experts are of the view that illicit consumption of tobacco, especially among young people, is linked to the many mental cases springing up.
So many people have started having what we call psychosis. Some do hallucination. Once you hallucinate, you'll be hearing things that are not real, seeing things that are not real, they are not there.
The theme for this year's celebration is Preventing Children from Tobacco Industry Interference, which is intended to focus on the danger tobacco smoking poses to minors in the society and propose stringent measures to protect public health from the debilitating effects of tobacco use. In Port Harcourt, Chidebere Onya, NTA News.
And that's our bit from Port Harcourt. Nationwide news continues in Abuja after the break.
Thanks for rejoining us in Abuja. A Kano-based indigenous lubricant giant, Amasco International Limited, has opened a new vista geared towards enhancing the automobile sector following agreements with the National Association of Technicians. Yahanasu Hassan Barao reports that the synergy is another window of job opportunities for the teeming populace.
A deal sealed. It was a signing of memorandum of understanding between two parties to ease operation of each other. On its part, Amasco International will ensure unhindered delivery of its product to members of the National Association of Technicians of Nigeria in their various locations nationwide, while the association will continue to patronize the company as its major supplier of lubricants and other accessories. The arrangement will last for 5 years, within which both parties are expected to do the needful in line with articles of the Memorandum of Understanding.
It's just like a human being drinking a poison. The engine is going to die because when the engine knocks, that the engine dies. So also is that because of the quality of the engine oil of the Amasco, and that is the reason why we are renewing even the MOU. Because since we started with him for this, I'm telling you, for the past 15, 16 years, we have never get a single problem that concerning the engine oil.
The arrangement has received the blessings of the chairman of Amasco International Limited, Mustafa Ado, who described the relationship as symbiotic with enormous economic benefits.
So for whatever you are doing or you are buying, check the quality of the oil first. The quality of the oil is the one that will prolong the lifespan of your vehicles. So every time I advise, work with your good mechanics.
He said Amasco International Limited will continue to work stronger through dominating the automotive industry space with quality products for satisfaction of its teeming customers. In Kano, Yahana Sahasambaro, NTA News.
A walk to show solidarity of Nigeria's evolving democracy has been held by the National Democracy Stakeholders Group. Deborah Balagbogbo reports that the theme for the day was "We Are Democracy."
Vengeance of association comprising stakeholders from across Nigeria representing all 36 states, 774 local government councils. The collaborative effort is aimed at promoting economic growth, trade relations and diplomatic ties in the country.
Nigeria has journeyed through the 25 years with fault lines, but the truth is that with this sustenance of democracy, we can be rest assured that all the aspirations that we have as a country will come to be.
These are big policies that the president has taken, and we must support him for starting it earlier. You know, so you can imagine some other presidents would have said, okay, I still have 4 years or 8 years to go, I will do that later. But it's hitting the ground running with all these projects.
Speakers at the event believe that democracy requires investment in time and hard work, a government of the people that demands constant vigilance and supported by the people.
To tell Nigerians to be patient with the present government, things will be better off.
What we require now is the political will for them to be encouraged to be able to end insecurity so we can grow as a nation.
People said, are we there? No, but it's a work in progress.
It wasn't all talk and no play, as a moment of celebration was felt by all. In Abuja, Deborah Balagbogbo, NTA.
Now, in a landmark move, the Federal Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy and the Nigerian Economic Summit Group have announced a strategic partnership to drive the growth of Nigeria's creative economy. Through policy reforms and collaboration, the partnership aims to position Nigeria as a global hub for creativity and innovation, with a goal of generating $100 billion by 2030. Gufan Shaji Wanyi reports.
This partnership marks a significant step towards unlocking the vast potential of Nigeria's creative economy, with a focus on developing a robust governance structure for the art, culture and creative industries. The Ministry and NESG have co-created a policy trust for the development of a comprehensive national policy on the creative economy, aimed at guiding the development and regulation of Nigeria's creative economy.
Powerful partnership to drive the sustainable development of Nigeria and the creative economy in alignment with the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President and this administration and our vision for Destination 2030, this very great initiative. I'm really confident that this collaboration will yield transformative results over the next 2 years and beyond. So together we will unleash the power of creativity and culture to tell the Nigerian story, to grow the economy and improve the lives of our citizens.
We know that it is possible for this part of the economy to be a multi-billion dollar economy, and we have what it takes to get it there.
The partnership will also focus on strengthening intellectual property rights, enhancing enforcement mechanisms, and protecting the creative assets and innovations of individuals and organizations within the creative economy. In Abuja, Gufan Shaji Ugwanyi, NTA News.
In the meantime, the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy is to provide free training for 10,000 civil servants in the first phase of its responsible data management training. Chimdima Ndubisi reports that the Minister, Dr. Bosun Tijani, at the third edition of Devs in Government Summit, says the training will groom data collators and controllers on the art of data privacy and protection as they get familiar with the tenets of the Nigerian Data Protection Act of 2023.
We live at a time now where digital technology means that we're constantly collecting data and information on people. And if we're careless with the data that we collect, we're going to put our people at risk. So the essence is that when we train them, when they know what you're training them on, they will be a lot more effective in implementing the laws that we're setting for them.
After the comprehensive training, MDAs will be monitored for data privacy and protection compliance, while sanctions will be enforced on defaulters. All right, let's now connect with Comforts at our Makurdi Network Center. Hello, Comforts.
North in Makurdi. Residents of Benue State have applauded the transformative and developmental strides being witnessed across various sectors of the state's economy, with a call on the present administration to keep the tempo. They gave the applaud while assessing the successes and challenges of the present administration in the state. Elias Itiaf has more.
At the inception of the present administration under Governor Hyacinth earlier, there were high hopes and expectations from residents of the state due to his track records and disposition. Apart from the prompt and regular payment of workers' salaries, pensions and gratuities, the governor embarked on several infrastructural projects such as the construction of 18 roads and streets in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, which have been completed, the ongoing renovation and rehabilitation of the State Secretariat, as well as the Benue State House of Assembly complex, which are nearing completion.
With what I'm seeing, it has never been seen in Benue State before. May God bless him and give him more years and more years and more years and more years.
We can see that the governor puts in mind we the core members to have increased our allowance from 5,000 naira to 15,000 naira.
Others are the ongoing construction of two other past projects at the Highland Roundabout in Makurdi and the Gary Junction in Boku, local government area.
This is our first time. When I was born, this is the first time I've seen any development that is going on in Benue State.
I want to appreciate the governor of Benue State, Governor Hyacinth earlier, His Excellency, for the project that he has started doing here in Boko. And not only here, I heard that other projects are going on everywhere.
Also notable are ongoing construction of rural roads to open up rural communities and boost economic activities. The Governor Alia's administration has within 1 year also established the first ever computerized vehicle inspection center under public-private partnership and facilitated several engagements with the international community to improve several sectors of the economy, including the well-being of internally displaced persons in the state. These and many more the state government has been able to achieve without resorting to borrowing, attracting applause from residents, which, like Oliver Twist, are expecting more as the Governor Alia's administration enters into its second year in office. In Makurdi, Elias Itiaf, NTA News.
On security matters, the Benue State Police Command has raided a kidnappers' hideout and arrested a notorious gang terrorizing the Sankara axis of the state. Commissioner of Police Hassan Yabanet, who disclosed this, pointed out that the raid is a major achievement in the command's fight against criminal elements. Blessing Omeche Ebute has details.
The Sankara axis of Benue State, which comprises of Nkum, Logo, and Kasinala local government areas, have been faced with security challenges as banditry and kidnapping have become a daily occurrence. To address the security threats and restore peace to the axis, the Benue State Police Command, in collaboration with other sister security agencies, have redoubled efforts in curbing the menace. Following credible intelligence report, a team of security operatives raided a kidnapper's den, engaged them in a fierce gun battle, and rescued their victims.
I'm a businessman in Zakibiam. I sell cows. So on Saturday fateful evening, I closed from my business center when I start where my wife operates pure water. So on doing the business, about 3 young men came with guns. So they came and said I should stand up and sit on that bike. So which I stood up and sat on the bike. After beating me, they tied my face back and then locked in one thatch house. So from there, they kept threatening my life that if I don't give that 20 million, they will kill me.
Commissioner of Police Benue State, Hassan Yabanet, said the command will continue its operation, particularly in the Sankera axis, until peace is restored there.
Made up our mind to sanitize those areas from Oku, the Kasinala axis, that is the Sankera axis, so that the good people of those areas the farmers can return to their farms. Maybe it's farming season. So but we understand that some criminal elements have decided to be molesting the farmers, harassing the farmers, and we are determined to flush them out.
He added that more internet fraudsters were also arrested and investigation is ongoing to bust more syndicates. In Makudi, Blessing Omeche Ebute, NTA News.
And that's it from Makudi. Nationwide continues in Enugu with comfort. After this timeout, stay tuned.
As part of activities marking his 4th year in office, Enugu State Governor Peter Mbah has commenced the inauguration of 71 urban roads captured in the first phase of road project in the state. Chika Ugu reports that the governor also announced the commencement of the second phase, comprising 80 roads. Chika's report is here presented.
For now, residents of these areas were subjected to the use of tricycle as the only means of transportation due to the deplorable state of the roads. Several years of grappling with bad roads and feeling of abandonment explains the joy and excitement on the faces of the people who came out en masse to show their gratitude to the governor for coming to their aid. The governor, while inaugurating the roads at Ido River, Owani, Coal Camp, among some other linking streets, assured that all roads mapped out in the rural and urban areas will be rehabilitated and constructed to stand the test of time. He said his administration would, in addition, construct a minimum of 10-kilometer road in each electoral ward.
What we are witnessing here today is consistent with the pledge we made to you that we're going to serve you, and we're going to serve you with every fiber of our being.
At St. Peter's Road, Gariki, the governor assured residents that government was working round the clock to complete the water reticulation to ensure the provision of potable water.
We want to ensure that you have access to every basic amenity, that things that others have access to, things like paved road, water, electricity, should be taken for granted.
Meanwhile, the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Gerard Otiji, assured that the road projects were well supervised with proper drainage systems to ensure durability. In Enugu, Chiegon Aro, NTA News.
In another development, Enugu State Government has inaugurated a computerized vehicle inspection service center to ensure roadworthiness of vehicles operating in the state. Governor Peter Mbah at the inauguration said the move is to reduce avoidable crashes and vehicle breakdown on the roads. Chika Ugu's report again is here presented.
It
is the duty of every government to provide its citizens with basic social amenities such as good roads. Motorists on their own part will need to complement government's efforts by maintaining their vehicles to meet road standards. Besides embarking on massive road rehabilitation and construction, the Enugu state government took a step further by introducing a computerized vehicle inspection center. The aim is to ensure that every vehicle on roads meets the highest standards of safety and environmental compliance. The state-of-the-art facility, according to the governor represented by the Commissioner for Transportation, will not only reduce incidents of road accidents caused by faulty vehicles, but also cut down on harmful emissions that cause health hazards to people.
Is a herald, a safety, clean, and more efficient transportation, and most importantly, job creation for our youths. Today's commissioning is just the beginning, a move forward, and we remain committed to further innovation.
Commending the governor for the initiative, key players in the transportation sector are optimistic that the move will help ease the severity of their work and urged motorists to key into the initiative.
When we put this facility in use, it means we are not supposed to see mechanically deficient vehicles on our road.
The capacity to inspect 210 vehicles per day, and it's going to give our youths employment.
Motorists were further advised to ensure they obtain the necessary documents for their vehicles and to obey traffic regulations.
That was a package from Enugu Network Center. Is back to Abuja for more reports on Nationwide.
Thank you, Comforts. And up next is sports updates with Olumide Eguntola as our guide. And sports updates concludes Nationwide. Thanks for watching. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Dennis Adigunloye saying bye for now.